Hello, welcome to Keep It Like a Secret. We're so excited to have you here. We're so honored that you've come to spend this evening with us. We've got a great show. I am going to do a set, don't you worry. Oh my God. But we have a super special guest coming to us from New York. He is amazing. He has opened for Louis C.K. at Carnegie Hall. He has been on David Letterman, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan. He just did 2 sets tonight in New York at the world famous Comedy Cellar. And now he's here with us to do Keep It Like a Secret, which just shows how quickly your fortunes can change in comedy. But we're so honored to have him. I'm just going to pop around and say hello.
Hi, Jenna.
So excited. All right, we're going to kick it off. Hey, does this Skype call make me look fat?
No, because I'm looking at myself. How do I fix that?
You look good, though.
Thank you.
Does anyone know how to do that? We can see you.
Well, oh, good. That's the important thing. The answer is no. It doesn't make you look fat.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're ready for you to kick it off whenever you're ready, which is probably now.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you, Jenna, and thank you everyone who was there. This is exciting and fun, and I think you guys are kind of in the vanguard of maybe the future of comedy, with comedians just sitting in their apartments. At least I'm hoping that's the future. But this is great and really exciting and cool, and I don't know how much time to allow for laughter, so forgive me if I'm just talking through. But basically, I'm expressing my thanks. Jenna saw me at Bumbershoot in Seattle, which was a lot of fun, and then reached out to me, so here we are. So pretty cool. Yeah. I will tell you some jokes. How about that?
Yeah.
How many people are there, by the way?
600.
45.
Somewhere between 45 and 600 is what I'm guessing. I was raised Catholic, and now I'm not. That is usually the end of that sentence. It's never like I was raised Catholic, and now I'm really Catholic. With that crazed look that only Catholicism can bring. I studied CCD, which was like, Sunday school after church. I don't even know what CCD stands for. That's how thorough the instruction was. I'm guessing one of the C's was Catholic or Catholicism, but I can't confirm that. And basically it was just like sitting in in a classroom, and like the old ladies from our neighborhood would teach us about God. Like that was my religious education. And they were nice ladies, but they didn't strike me as critical thinkers. I think they just kind of threw some God stuff at us, and then they spent the rest of the day like baking. So I mean, like they were telling us stuff like the basics, like that Jesus died for our sins and then rose from the dead, which like brings questions to anyone's mind, especially like a child. Like you just want to say like, excuse me, what are you talking about? I think one of the main cruxes that keeps Catholicism together is that they don't allow questions. Because basically, like, 2 follow-up questions and the whole thing crumbles. It was like he rose from the dead, and then he, like, floated away. Like, both of those things are, one is troubling, 2 is like, you have to talk more about it, and they didn't let you. Like, you know, I mean, if he died and then came back and then they killed him again, like, that would be like, oh, wow, this guy died twice for my sins. Like, that's impressive. Like, maybe I feel like I should be sinning more if this guy's going to lay it on the line like this. So I just basically, I don't feel as though Catholicism prepared me for a life of thinking critically. I mean, I think religion is a nice thing, and I think especially for parents, you know, it's like a way to feel like you're a good parent, like to take your child somewhere and teach them to be nice people, and it knocks out one day of the week, which I think is pretty much what most parents are looking for. It's like, all right, Sunday is down, now we just got the other 6 days to figure out how to appear like we're good parents. My brother asked me to be the godfather to his first son. He and his wife asked me to be the godfather. I didn't realize during the ceremony you have to renew your baptismal vows. They start firing questions at you. They call you up on the altar and they just start firing questions. They're like, do you reject Satan? I was like, I do. And all of his works? I'm not familiar with all his works. But I'm not a fan. Are all these faces registering? I hope so. One time I actually got a blowjob from a girl wearing What Would Jesus Do bracelet. Talk about a Good Friday. Luckily she was good. You know, that would have been awkward if I had to correct her. I'd be like, Jesus would use less teeth. Jesus would work the balls. Jesus would work the balls. I can assure you the old ladies did not teach me that. Any questions so far? I don't want to feel like I'm disengaged, just that this is on videotape. You know, I saw these 2 girls here in New York City, like 20-somethings, saying goodbye to one another in the street, and before they parted ways, one said to the other, text me when you get home. And I thought that was like very sweet. And then it occurred to me how thoughtless all my guy friends are. Like, nobody ever says anything like that. It's just like, you know, maybe you'll die tonight. But I want it to be a surprise. So do not text me under any circumstances. But I think, generally speaking, I think women are kinder to one another, at least maybe in surface ways. You know, they're quicker with a compliment to one another, and they're very creative with their compliments. They'll say things like, "Ooh, that outfit matches your aura." You know, like things that guys generally would not say to one another. You know, guys are usually just like, it just it registers non-verbally, like, you're wearing clothes and that makes me feel comfortable. It's about as far as we are willing to take it. But I think, guys should loosen up and be freer with one another. It doesn't make you less of a man to acknowledge another man looks good. Like, I can say that Matthew McConaughey is a good-looking man, or Lenny Kravitz, or that guy who goes to my gym. Just because I get a little sweaty and nervous when he's around doesn't make me less of a man. There's actually a very good-looking man who works at the bagel shop in my neighborhood, and he's got the most piercing blue eyes, like, to the point that I can't even look at him. When I order, I'm just like, yeah, cream cheese, whatever, you decide. Surprise me. But hopefully we are, we're coming along in our kind of acceptance of gender roles, and our broadening of gender roles, and rather than being confined to kind of old paradigms of what a man is or what a woman is, or what it means to be straight or gay or anything else for that matter. It seems as though we're getting more open-minded. I don't even like the term sexual preference. I don't think it's a preference. Like, I prefer direct flights. But if there's a layover, I'll still take the flight. If I book a flight to vagina and there's a layover in man's ass, I'm canceling the trip. Well, thank you. Was that almost an applause break? I am 45 years old. I'm single, never married, no kids. I did it. I made it through the maze. I just find it odd. Well, first of all, friends will always try to pair you up, when you're in your 40s and single. Like, I think, married friends especially, I don't know if they want you to be as miserable as they are, or they just want some company, because they have to go on, like, those couple dates. So, like, they can't go out with me just as a single person, so they need, it has to be an even number. So, like, especially at weddings, they try to pair you up, like, based on nothing. They'll be like, have you met Sheila? She's alive. I think you really could hit it off. And the thing about, like, the coupling up, like, I don't understand why that's the one relationship that we have to vow to be with someone forever. Well, even the word vow is, like, so heavy. Like, do you vow? And only 50% of marriages work out, so that should be what vow means, like 50-50. It's like, hey man, are you going to come to the party on Saturday? I don't know, I vow to. All right, well, hopefully we'll see you there. I'll put you down as a maybe. And, like I said, I don't think, I don't understand why that's the one relationship that we have to vow to be with someone. We don't do that with friendships, Like, I have friends that I haven't seen in 7-8 years, who dear friends who, you just kind of flow out of each other's lives, and then you see each other and you catch up, and it's great. and then you move on again. And I think that's how marriage should be. It's like, hey man, you know who I ran into? My wife. You look great. I saw her at the frozen yogurt shop. I think that's my set.
We're so honored that you came, and thank you so much for taking the time. This was amazing.
Yeah. My pleasure.
Yeah.
I wish I could see you guys face to face, but hopefully we'll make that happen.
Yes, that would be awesome. Are you going to come out to Portland any day soon?
Yeah, I hope so. I think the last time I was out there was around Valentine's Day this year. I was at Helium in Portland. So
yeah.
So hopefully I'll come back and see you guys again soon. And you guys, what's your comedy festival? Don't you have?
Bridgetown.
Bridgetown.
Yeah, and it's in May now. Yeah.
That's on my to-do list. So the 45 or 600 of you. Hopefully I'll see you and please say hello.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much, Ted. All right. Technology, gifts, comedy, hair metal. It's pretty amazing.